here for our weekly press conference with head coach John Cooper. Coach, UCF ended up being a great battle as Miami came back from a 13-point deficit to force overtime. Obviously, Taco Fall was a factor throughout, but how did the Redhawks manage to come back, and what do they need to do in the future to seal the deal?
Well, I think, if you take a look at that game in the first half, more than anything, we weren't making shots. And when we started making shots, we were able to put some points on the board and then get back in the game. Taco obviously had a great effect on the game, and his size bothered us the entire game. But, I thought our guys did a good job of continually competing, and, we went through some lulls there, but we always seemed to be able to get back up off the mat. We were able to persevere through first half foul trouble by multiple players, and really, we had a shot. It was a tough shot, but we had a shot to win the game in regulation, and obviously Marcus doesn't make that shot, and then we get in overtime, and I think, where they really stretched it there in the end was when Dion got called for the flagrant foul and allowed them to stretch it a bit. But thought our guys, with the exception of the first 6 minutes of the game, I thought our guys played well enough to beat that team on the road, and we did some nice things. And, we got to continue to build off of that and continue to get better. And, we had some people that really, gave us good production.
So Miami does have one final game. It's against Tennessee Tech again on Thursday before the holiday break.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we expect from the Golden Eagles?
Well, they're a team. They're going to be very aggressive. They're going to try to beat you off the bounce. They do a good job in their motion, and he does a good job of coaching that group. And, they're coming off a pretty doggone good year last year. They haven't seen that success yet this year, but they've also had a really tough schedule. And so we know our hands will be full. We went down to their place. We played well early, and then, of course, they stretched it, and we could never get back within the game last year. So important game in that, we'll be heading into Christmas break. So we'd like to go in. I would like to go in that break with a better attitude, certainly, and we're going to need to play well and see if we can continue to build off of each game. And I'm really looking to see if we can continue our upward trend, coming off the UCF contest.
So then you do have that holiday break coming up. So how much time do you give the team during it, and what do you expect them to do to make sure they don't fall out of shape and are ready to go once you reconvene?
Well, we'll practice the day after Christmas, so they'll pretty much have 3 days. And in some cases, that'll be good to let some guys get their bodies back together. I think the thing you're looking for as a coach is that, they at least get in the gym. And I'm not telling them to go play pickup or anything like that, but get in the gym, get some shots up, more individual. Certainly nothing where, you're with other players or whatever, but just to keep that rhythm. And then, of course, we'll come back and then we'll get back after it. But, it's important that they spend time with their families. I think that also helps reinvigorate them and get the energy necessary before we head into MAC play. And playing that game hopefully allows you not to just fall completely out of rhythm and be ready as we head into MAC play. So that'll be a good game for us as we come back. Hopefully we can come out and we can play well, and then we can get focused because MAC play is right around the corner.
Obviously, you just mentioned that the game on December 29th against Olivet College. How important was it to get that on the schedule, just so that you can make sure that you can work out the kinks before match?
Well, it's extremely important. I think it's always good to have a game or two games before you head into conference play, particularly after the break, the Christmas break. So, guys, you always want to make sure you stay in rhythm. I think that's the toughest thing you're always looking for from a coaching perspective. And, of course, if we didn't have that game, now you're talking about, going a week, 7-10 days or whatever without playing a game, and that always concerns you as you head into conference play. So it allows us to hopefully stay in some sort of a groove, and that we'll be able to come back from Christmas and that we'll be mature. And we've got a lot of young guys, and they'll understand the importance of how to go through the Christmas break and make sure that they get in the gym and to come back and to be locked in and focused. In reference to our team, we're out of finals, so the only thing they'll really have to concentrate on at this point is just playing basketball and getting ready and prepped for games for a good span almost into late January. So that's always a good thing and a nice bonus that we have with classes starting so late here for second semester.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.